Love. What is it? And how much does love weigh? No, but I interviewed a few of my friends just to find out what love means to them. So, here you go. Strap yourselves in, buckaroos. Sick.
Well, what actually did first come to mind was the whole putting others' needs before yourself.
Would that be how you describe love?
Well, the way I describe love is, you know me. I mean, I'm very religious. Like I go to church, so I like to think of how they describe it, and that is, love is patient, love is kind, love is not envious.
Cool. After Christina gave me her definition of love, I asked her what some of the things are that she loves specifically.
I love my family. I love my family and friends, yeah. I love my passions. I love Jesus.
So what are some of your passions?
Jesus. And I love Jesus. What a bop. I love musical theater.
Well, what does it mean to love musical theater?
I think it's the thing that I love is, well, to love it is the feeling of it, maybe. The way it makes me feel. Because it's like, I don't know, I feel on a whole nother level than usual or the normally.
So then I asked her, why do you love musical theater?
Well, this is going to sound basic, but that's pretty much it. I mean, it's because it's not like, it's not real, but it is real. So it's like a different world, different people, but it's still bringing up real problems and real issues of, everyday life. And it can use music to get those messages across to people.
Cool.
In an entertaining way.
I guess just like the relationships you form with those that you do love, like specifically like family, family friends. Yeah, that's kind of it. This is more difficult than I thought.
Okay, so you talked about relationship. Could you elaborate? Like, what does that mean?
Just like the connection of two people, like getting to know someone, like, and just enjoying being with them and enjoying what they are and who they are. Is that enough?
Rude! After I killed my dogs, I asked Jackson what some specifics are that he loves.
Well, like, I'm a huge nerd. Like, pop culture, of course, comes to mind. It's like something that I just am surrounded by every day of my life. It's kind of hard not to love it. It's just like, yeah. And like, a lot of like those types of communities, just being around those types of like-minded people, but like only to an extent, because especially with pop culture, things can get weird really fast and people can get kind of not fun to be around.
So you'd say that you love the pop culture, but not the people affiliated with it? Like just the works of, the bodies of work?
Well, not just that, I love the work, but I like the community, but to an extent.
After that, I asked him about one of his passions, music, and what it meant to him.
Well, music is like a huge part of my life.
Okay.
I'm not a super talented musician by any means. Like, at my school there are much more talented musicians. I can't play an instrument, but just music in general, it's something that like, I feel is like a part of me.
Okay.
Like I don't really know what my life would be like without it. It's just like I listen to music almost every day, for the most part. When I'm in choir, I sing like all the time. So yeah.
So how would you describe the action of loving music? Like, what does that mean to love music?
Just like, well, there's like a physical, and there's also like spiritual. There's the like just physical appreciation of just like listening to it and understanding what makes good music, and like just listening to it and just like just taking it in. But there's also like, you know, like the experience of music, which you like, you know, you take it into you, you like look deeper into it than what's just on the surface level.
So, what comes to mind when you think of the word love?
A red heart. I feel like other people have more interesting stuff, but that's literally the first thing that comes to mind. I think if you like Google love too, like you'll probably see like a couple holding hands or like a red heart. I don't know, like that's just like the thing I associate it with is like red and like a heart, because like love and heart.
Okay. I wanted to know more about specific things Cass loves.
I really love singing. It's like I don't know, it's kind of like the one thing I have control over. Like life is so crazy and the world is so crazy that I just like that I can have control over what I sing and like where my voice goes. I don't have control over like losing a voice and being like, oh darn, like I lost my voice. Like I can't control like that kind of stuff, but like hitting certain notes and stuff like that, like it's super fun. I guess just something that I enjoy. Like it's something that makes me feel free. It kind of like liberates me from like the stresses of life and whatever else. I mean, whatever else is like super stressful.
Wait, can you see my thighs?
As always, I started with the question, what comes to mind when you think of the word love?
Family.
Okay, so like, how would you describe that type of love?
I would say, at least with familial love or platonic love, it would be you're willing to put aside your differences, your views on stuff, just to help that person because I don't want to sound too pragmatic, but because of how they've helped you in the past, or how they've grown with you, or how they've influenced your life. And I feel like
We were talking about family and values, so
oh, yeah.
there's like, you mentioned platonic love.
Yeah, I would say like love that you have for your family is like a platonic love, because I feel like if you love someone platonically, you love them like a family member, and the same thing with your friends. Like if you love your friends like your family, I say that's all the same type of love, and then I think that's different from like romantic love or like sexual love.
Okay. Do you think there's any difference between loving your family and loving your friends?
Not really, no. I think it's easier to love your family because they're what you've known your entire life. They're that one usually constant thing. This is gonna sound like silly, but like video games and reading, maybe
Okay.
painting. I love painting. Like that for me is like the best way to clear my mind. Is because when I paint, I can't listen to music. I can't do anything. I just have to focus on the painting, and I love that. Sounds like meditation. So I don't know how you would classify that under love. That's something I really enjoy doing. But then like reading stories or reading about fictional universes. Not even so much reading stories within that, just reading about like the lore, the characters and stuff. That's just fun for me. I enjoy that a lot. Yeah, I just really enjoy that process of creation or learning about someone else's creations. I think that's super exciting to see, like almost like the brainchild of someone like that they poured their heart and soul into creating this. So it's really cool to see, you know, what is their heart and soul.
Yeah.
Same thing with paintings. Like I used to not like art, but I love analyzing paintings, especially like impressionism. My favorite.
So it's like the act of painting in video games for you, but it's also like appreciating other people's creations from that too. So it's like the community you love too.
Yeah, definitely.
I asked Cam a bonus question. What do you think of society's portrayal of love?
Well, I think it's definitely undergoing changes right now. Just society's all our values and stuff are starting to shift. But I would say classically, traditionally, it would be like the nuclear family. That's what love is identified as. it's a husband, it's a wife, they get married, they have kids. Whether it's the same type of love you and I experience today, I would say no, not really. It's not so much about your emotions, more of your obligation and duty to your family to carry it on. But I think now we're starting to move into a more emotional, appreciative place with love.
So what first comes to mind when you think of the word love?
Sophia. That was easy. That's a good question. I like that one. I don't know, kind of just like, I would say it's like a sanctuary, kind of, because it's, you can feel like yourself in it and be safe when you have it.
After that, I gave Luke a broad question. Why do you love Sophia?
Well, she's really, oh, I get to talk about her. This is a fun documentary. She's really kind and caring, and she cares for other people in a way that not many people do. And that's kind of how I get the sanctuary, like the safe feeling with her, because it's like, I know she's not gonna hurt me, like, it's like, I don't know, I just feel like nothing could go wrong with her and I. It's just, like, if we have one thing in life, it's each other.
What does it mean to love Sophia?
It feels so natural. It's just to be kind and loving towards her. It feels like it's meant, like, I'm not supposed to hurt her, obviously. Like, that's like the last thought in my mind, because it just feels right. Because we love each other, and so it's like this, there's a lot of support, and that comes from both sides. I don't know if that helped.
I like it. No, that's good. I also asked Luke, what do you think is the media's portrayal of love?
It's a lot. That's what I think. There are many different takes on that. Like, some people just don't associate love with, like, a significant other. It could be with, like, a best friend or with family, obviously. So that's, I feel like it's not overused, but some people don't use it in the right context. But, like, I guess everyone has their own definition of it.
And then there was me. I couldn't help but ask myself the same questions I was asking my friends. And at first, I thought it'd be really hard to come up with a good answer. But I started looking around my room and realized that I surrounded myself with things I love. People, hobbies, colors, clothes, books, TV shows, knickknacks, everything I decorated my room with was something I loved. This was mostly true for my whole house too. I realized that I love so many things, and now I'm really grateful for it, because from what I've learned today, in the broadest sense of the word, love is something that enriches your life. All of the examples that my friends gave me today was of something or someone that brought color and joy to their lives. So I can say, without a doubt, what love means to me is Garrett Watts. I love Garrett Watts so much. He's my heart and soul, and that's all this video is about. Bye!